Hello? Okay, I can talk. I don't know if it's like crazy loud on stream or whatever, but I'll try and talk and explain what I'm doing. But mm, so the big thing is just ban whoever's engaging for your team. Make sure they can get their buttons off. I'm just looking to get a bind here to go for a kill. Don't want to commit any like big resources here. This person's just kind of dead. Teammate's taking a lot of pressure. Find a beta purify here if we can. Sure, they're dead. Should just die, I don't want to use silence on it. Okay, I'm fine, let's end it, whatever. We need to get help at the point. Okay. I mean, this person's just dead, but... It's 3v3, we have Sage Gauge, we can still win this fight. We should have been able to get that. We'll just kill the dancer instead then. They got like 5 people in their dance, but it's like a common dancer mistake where there's nobody who can do anything with it. You hit 5 people, but it doesn't accomplish anything. Gave Pan to the summoner there so they wouldn't die immediately, but I think they're still going down. Yeah. I'd rather go for the one on point than that. This Dragoon is in life. Yeah. Give Pan to the monk there. Just keep them alive in case. Yes. Looking to stun this person, I mean they're just gonna... unfortunate. They stunned them too early and then they used Purify. They weren't gonna pre-purify that otherwise, but... Try and like hold stuns against monks and that are in ROE until you're either gonna get the kill or they're at 2 seconds or less of their ROE so that you can kind of grief them. But that game is kind of one-sided. I don't know what's going on over here. Yeah, in these games, I'm not even doing the like burst combos. I'm just kind of throwing damage where I see it appropriate, and then I usually don't have the MP arrows or the Apex to do the combos that I was talking about. So it's kind of like on paper you can talk about that, but then in game I'm just throwing damage where it needs to go, and you don't always have the full combo, whatever. Monk has a pretty gross combo with LB. If they don't have their LB, you have a lot of room to outplay them on pretty much every job. With LB, you can still kind of play to outplay them, but that media is most likely going to kill you if you're in the middle of a fight. Like, if you're frontlining and soaking pressure already, Monk's just going to kill you. Like, they don't even have to do any kind of combo. They can just press media on you, and it's non-purifiable CC that also deals 24k. You're just going to die. Cricket's back at it again. Cricket's on Machinist now. And solo queue range pretty much just always goes straight door, but I wish you could do other options, but pretty common to just cheat forward and look for that in the opener. I'm gonna go protect our band and make sure that they can get out safely. They did. That is the Warriors. Purify, keep in mind for your next 20 seconds, so in theory the next silence could be used to kill without I don't know what this ninja's doing, they're just gonna die. Or they get the floor pot. Now I'm gonna aggro them. Okay, we need to go back point. It's more very competitive games and casual. My favorite. I think we used a stun at the same time I silenced them, which is unfortunate. Run. Yeah, Payon can cleanse your teammates, but more importantly, it can be a preemptive cleanse. Like, you can put it on them and it sits for a while, and if they get stunned, it already is cleansed, like, from the start. It doesn't have to be used reactively. White Mage can cleanse one thing reactively, but it can't do it proactively, so that's only Payon. Yeah, Payon is very good. Very fun. Yeah, it cleanses a debuff. You can put it on somebody in advance and it'll cleanse the debuff. If you proc the effect, they get 25% mitigation. If you don't proc the effect, they get literally nothing. So if you see the little like musical note on somebody's bar, don't stun them. I use these macros to put Payon. I use control 1 through 5 to put Payon on teammate 1 through 5 without having to change target. But yeah, basically if you see the little musical note, don't ever do any kind of disable effect on them because you're giving them 25% mitigation and accomplishing nothing. Ooba. That's not what that means. It also has the, increasing HP recovered by healing actions by 25%. That works on other people's healing on you as well. So like if a white mage presses cure on somebody that has the pan trigger, the Warden's Grace, they get 25% more from that as well. It's not just their own healing. E. The same for Magic Barrier and other stuff. It should increase recoup as well. Recoup is the same. I know what you meant. The only thing I don't know actually is, so damage buffs are multiplicative. If you have like two 5% buffs, it's not 10%. They don't add, it's 1.05 times 1.05, so it's 10.25%. I don't actually know if healing increases are multiplicative or additive. I don't know. Don't do either of these machinist turrets in the future. If you play machinist, you want to save it for when the fight's like happening and there's melees duking it out. Nice job. Nice. I don't think, yeah. But just kind of doomed. It's 4v5. We should really just fall back at this point, but we're pushing the crystal somehow. Okay. The thing is like, so mitigation, damage is multiplicative. Mitigation is like kind of multiplicative too, but the other way around, like 10%. If you have a 10% and a 10%, the second 10% is 10% of 90%, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm saying that in a way that makes sense, but... Oh no, that clipped me. I'm doomed. Hey, we hit him. Nice. Okay, my team decided to all hold the crystal with me and get cleaved, so... We'll play a game or two of Samurai after too, and then I'll turn this off. I almost never play Samurai. Bard. I do play Samurai occasionally. Surprised I didn't use Super Flare to block my elixir there. Yeah, I mean, it's still game over. Unfortunate. Why are some of my abilities on cooldown? Oh, it's not clock anymore. I didn't even notice. That's fine. X. Bownuts is here. Got any games? Ah, damn. Who gets that? I love how that circle AoE just missed so they didn't get bound. I love Samurai, dude. This is the reason I don't play Samurai for real, though. I'm not letting Bonuts hit an elixir here. Gonna stop that right in its point. This isn't really like a good demonstration of how to play Samurai as much as like running down on... This lobby is a very casual lobby, is what I'll say. We whipped the ninja. I'm gonna take that floor pot from him. I want this one. Find the group. Go for some cleave and shields. Like the casts or the like actual abilities? That might just be a ping issue. When I play on Japan, I tried to play on JP and EU a decent bit, and so I have like 70 ping on NA. When I play on EU, I have about 120 to 150. And that's still playable, but a bit slower. It doesn't actually go offensively. Yeah, it's kind of a ping thing. I don't know, I'm curious what you have. I can show you... Here, 1 second. I'll post in Revival and at you real quick. Oh, what was your name again? Chat. Oops. Weird. There we go. Oh, that was weird. Oh god, I'm griefing my team. I was tabbed out. I'm coming. I didn't post it yet. I was made like half of it and then I had to Oh, darn. Waited for them to hit into the Cheatin to get the damage amp on them. Tried to predict the burst there and I was a little bit off, but we should really be killing this person. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunate. Let me grab the rest of this while I'm dead. I'm gonna use bow nuts as an escape here. I'm not gonna commit my LB to kill that. That would be way overkill. Goodbye, Dragoon. Back to Elixir. Ooh, slightly late on that. My team might just all be dead. Yes. And there's a few walls that you can consistently do that on. Okay, I'll play one more and then queue down. Okay. I just at you in the general chat. That's how you can check your ping. Yeah, I think 70 is like pretty playable. When you start getting into over 100, it's a little bit scuffed, and when you start getting closer to 200, it's like super scuffed. In this game, ping doesn't just make it. Like in other games, ping makes it so you need to press your buttons, like predict the future, kind of. In FF14, it not only makes it so you have to predict the future, it also makes it so that the actual animation time and like when it cues in to press is longer. So you like actually just can't play the game. It's very annoying. I've tried playing on JP and it's not playable. $100's not too bad. I've played on EU with 100, but when you get there, it starts being a bit rougher. Like, 100 still felt very playable. It just started to be like, there's a lot of moments. So, like, say on Reaper, I'll press Crest, I'll see the whole visual animation start playing out, get stunned, and then it won't have actually used, even though the entire visual animation played out on my screen. That happens even at 70 ping sometimes. On 100 ping, it was happening just a lot more often. Ooh, I'm gonna die here. That's my bad. I was too busy talking. I'm just taking this Dragoon out of the fight because he has more value than me right now. He's gonna have to go on Elixir. I'm gonna go back and help team though. That's kind of a, on paper, the Dragoon should have more value to the team than me at this point. But at the same time, it's casual games and I need to do more than take one person out of the fight, even if it's a, on paper, good trade. I'm probably dead here. Yeah. Oh, that's so annoying. I should have been able to get the kill there. The plan was to let the Dragoon hit me on the edge, not take the center damage, and then LB the Dragoon when they land, because even with the 24k shield they die. But somebody else stunned me. I think it was the ninja. I didn't even look. Didn't have Purify for it. But that's alright, my team won after. And now I still have the scary button. Don't touch the point. How did that not hit? I hate this game sometimes. Bro. My goal is just to live long enough that Satan doesn't go off. I'm gonna die. They shouldn't get another Satan snap. And we have advantage right now. No shot am I letting that guy get out. Nice. Games are weird. That one was not the best game for me, but Dow used to be in my FC. They left. Alright. Well, that is it for now. I'm gonna eat food, but I hope that gives it a general idea. I mean, these aren't really great games to compare off of. Casual games have such wild variance in player skill in them, but I didn't really do a great job of narrating. I have a hard time trying to narrate thoughts while playing TBH, but it's already a lot for my brain to process. I can't talk to. But yeah, just you have to try and be aware of like what does the enemy have available? How much can I take? Like, guard when you know you can't take whatever's about to come. They're gonna press the button and it's already gonna be queued up. Like, A lot of people will say if you guard before the burst comes out, they're just gonna wait and send it anyways. But it's a matter of like, if you know that they're gonna burst you, you just press it right before they do it, and it's kind of just a vibe check that when you play way too much of the game mode, you get used to, where you know they're about to send it, they want to do this. You can kind of read their character's body language to an extent. You know it's gonna happen, and then you just guard. And even though they see you going into guard, they can't do anything about it. They already queued the input. There's no way to cancel the input. Yeah, so you just want to pre-guard that, or anytime you want to guarantee like your next action. Like there was a spot in one of those games where I had already casted Ogi, and I was waiting on the Namakiri. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But then, yeah, basically I have Namakiri and I'm following somebody waiting to kill them, and they're in guard. I just hit my guard and I follow them. Because if they hit guard and then I hit guard, then my guard's gonna last longer. So I can always have the first action out of guard, right? Like, if they're in guard and I do that and then press guard, as soon as they leave I can do that. So if you're just trying to confirm a kill and their team's trying to help them and they press guard, you can just match their guard. It's just a good stall button to wait to. But yeah, just feel that out. If it's huge burst and you know that you need to mitigate it, guard. If they're just going to throw chip damage, you can hit that. If you're not worried about CC for the next while, like if you're not worried about being stunned for a good while, you can use Midari just for damage to prime somebody for a kill. It's obviously good burst, but in general you want to hold it for like 3 seconds of resilience, like a second purify. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the only things that were like not obvious to me when I was learning Samurai were things to do with the LB. If you use Cheeten, they hit into your Cheeten, and then they put a shield on themselves and guard. You can just bop them with Minucci, and it ignores guard for damage and deals 10% current HP. So if they like if somebody hits into your Cheetah, puts a small shield on themselves, presses guard to try and bait it, you can just hit Minucci on them and then send your LB and they'll die. Because that goes through guard and then that goes through guard. The other one is you can prime Ogi, then hit Zan, and then have an instant 12k to kill them through their shield. Like if they put like a 12k shield on or an 8k shield on or something, you just hit them with Zan and then have that ready to blast them. Those are like the two things that are not super obvious. I guess maybe another one is on Samurai you don't really want to GCD people just to roll GCDs. Like every other job in PvP pretty much wants to use their GCD as just like filler damage. On Samurai they have such different use cases with dash that you would rather just not use your GCD. Like, unless you really need every ounce of damage in some scenarios, you just want to, like, if I want to bind, I just want to sit on this. I don't want to roll at all. I want to sit here like this, and then if I want burst, I want to go that, and if I'm trying to hold the point against a lot of aggro, I want the healing, right? You've got healing, bind, and extra damage. Like, so for me, yeah, you just want to cycle through them and sit on whatever you want. And unlike other jobs, you just never roll through these. Like, this one's 8k, this one's 5k, the other one's 5k too, I think. Yeah. Oh, this that one's 3k, okay. But yeah, the one is healing, the other one's bind. Yeah, you get the point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna grab food. See ya.